Now, another tool that my econ has for you is the ID Defender. The very first thing you need to enroll with is the ID. You need to protect your identity. You divorced person that right now they don't like you. So they may go and put some charges on some of your charge, do something in your name because they have your social. So the very next thing is get the ID Defender in here to protect you. And now another tool my econ has for you is the legal club. The legal club is where you can get discounted legal services to help you. You're low on money and you're thinking, okay, I need this, but I can't afford the lawyer. Right here, you got that. Something else I wanted to bring up about with the Schedule C, it just hit my mind, is that a lot of people make the mistake of working more hours or getting another job. Anything that's tied to a job, a W-2 job, then those monies can be factored into the child support payment. If you make more money that way, they can go back and get the child support order increased. Okay? This is real important today. Working more hours to get another job. But by having a home-based business, what happens is here this person deducted 20, made 5, but then it washed out. They had a negative 15,000. So that extra $5,000 is not included in the child support order. And actually, it makes your having a home-based business makes your tax liabilities lower than going to get another job. Now, here's an example of someone who they made $40,000 in a home-based business. So you're talking adding 75 and 40, that's $115,000. People normally would go and try to get the child support order increased. But since it's a business and it's a home-based business, right here in your business deductions, this can increase with expenses, with wages, with all kinds of things. You can have $60,000 in business deductions and lifestyle deductions. So you end up with a negative 20. Okay? This is the skills that we teach at my econ that are legal. And if you have a question about that, think of Donald Trump, who for 20 years has not paid personal income, and has not owed. That's real important. He has not owed personal income tax. And the reason why is because right here, this negative can be carried on for 20 years. 20 years. This negative, if he had a negative, which you did, a negative $1 billion, so you had a negative $50,000, and you end up owing 0 taxes down here, the overage can go on to the next year and the next year and the next year and the next year. What we're trying to teach you on at my econ, don't hate the process. Learn the game. And this is the game. Donald Trump, for 20 years did not owe personal income tax just by this game right here, legally. So that is what we teach at my econ, how to do that. Now, for some more tools I'd like to introduce you all to that's real important on doing these strategies. And it's in our membership right here, the Cash Flow Manager. This is where you keep accurate records of your business, of your home-based business, because that's what the IRS needs, is accurate records. And this software right here that you download to your phone and you have on your computer, and it's kept in a cloud, so if your phone gets stolen, computer gets stolen, no problem. You still got it, to where you keep records of your expenses. You keep records of the wages that you pay. That is one necessary tool to have. And this is something you have to do yourself. Nobody else can help you do it. Now, another tool that we have is the Cash Flow Strategist. Let's see if I can get to it from here. Right here. Cash Flow Strategist. This tool is dynamic in that it helps you make out a plan, a financial plan for your family. Those who fail to plan to fail, where you determine how much money you want to have to retire on, what you have in place, and all of your expenses. You have those things in order to make a plan. You put in all of your bills in this, and it shows you how to pay off the bills. It shows you how to save for retirement. All of these things are in the Cash Flow Strategy tab. And this is something that wasn't taught to us in school. It wasn't taught to us at home, but it's so necessary to build income-producing assets. That is what the system does not want you all to do, is have the money to build income-producing assets. So you're not in competition with them. But by following these strategies and utilizing these tools, then you'll be able to become a winner. I had someone today mention about how their credit is being destroyed. That's another tool that we have in my econ to be able to improve your credit score or be able to learn about credit. So you're in the driver's seat. You have the power. It's not taken away from you. And that's what a lot of men feel, as though their power's been taken away from them. Their livelihood has been taken away from them. And the only way they can survive is off the record and run away. You don't have to run away. You can face a child support order, get the government to pay that child support order for you out of the taxes they were going to take anyway. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to bring on some my econ men that would like to tell you a little bit about what my econ has done for them and how they wish they would have had it years ago. Will Allen, are you on the call right now? Now press *6 to unmute yourself. I sure can.
Yes, ma'am. I am on the call.
Okay, I want you to explain how this became so passionate for you and what kind of information is out there now to help people under child support orders.
Okay, well, through my personal experience is the reason why I became so passionate about it, and to find out that in the situations of child support at the time, I didn't know anything about my econ, but I really wish that I had during that particular time of my life. Um, one of the things that I heard you say, Ms. Sam, earlier was that it's a very emotional, child support is a very emotional subject, for one. When you start thinking about child support and some of the things that you go through with child support, that's very emotional. Everybody is not a bad parent, and some people try to do the right thing, but get put in bad situations. And I want to use myself as an example. Back in 1993, I was put in a situation where I had to become a single father and take care of my son. Well, from 1993 to 2003, excuse me, I'm sorry, 1996 and 2003, I was taking care of my son. It was just him and I. I was a single parent as a man. And what happened, his mom decided that she wanted to file child support on me. Well, like I said, I got him when he was 5, and at the age of 12, she decided to file child support. Well, I got the letter in the mail. We all of us men and people on child support, we dread that dreadful letter. It came to the job saying that you got to appear in court for child support. So I was like, I got this licked. I got all his school records. I got the lease agreement where he was living with me, whatever, because I knew at some point in time, or I at least had an idea that I may have to go through something by being a single parent. Okay, so I kept records. I kept documents. And so when I got that letter to appear in court, I went to court where I had this thick file folder with nothing but documentation of his school records. I had birth certificate. I had everything that I needed, that I thought I needed. And I went to court. Well, she had legal representation. Okay, and that's another reason why, if you're listening on this call, that's another reason why I think we need to give my econ a look, because of the legal representation. Well, she had representation. I had nobody. I had myself. Okay, I'm a single parent trying to do the best that I can, trying to take care of my son. Well, I couldn't afford a lawyer. I couldn't afford an attorney. But I thought I had enough documents that would prove that, he lives with me and I am his sole provider. Well, what happened was that when I was in the courtroom, they asked me to approach the bench. Well, I'm very confident I got this licked. I got this. So I get up to approach the bench, and they say, well, what is that in your hand? I say, well, these are the documents to show that, my child has been with me, to show that how long he's been with me. I got his birth certificate. I got his social security card. I got all his school records. I got everything that he needs. Okay? They said, well, leave that at the bench. You can't approach the bench with that. Leave that at your seat. I was like, well, this is all my proof. This is everything that I need. They said, well, you can't approach the bench with that. And, to make a long story short, the judge, he said, well, the mom said that he lived with her, and now we're going to order you to pay child support. It went just like that. So I had to start paying child support. They started taking, I believe it was like $136 every pay period out of my check. Okay? Every pay period, I got paid twice a week. So $136 a pay period was coming out of my check. Well, I started talking to people like uncles, friends, brothers, cousins, people in the hood who was paying child support. I never had to pay child support before in my life. So I'm getting advice from the people that was going through it. And so I took their advice, which was the wrong advice. Their advice was, man, don't worry about that. You good, you all right, you got the child, you'll be okay, you good, whatever. Because I'm taking care of my child. Not only did I make the decision not to pay it, I couldn't afford to pay it. Well, what happened here in the state of Florida, at the time they were suspending the driver's license when you don't pay child support. So now I got to pay child support. I got to take care of my son, and I don't have any driver's license now. And then I wind up getting caught. I went to jail for driving with no driver's license. So now that's another situation. And mind you, during this time, his mother moved to Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm paying child support, I'm taking care of my son, and I'm saying, well, I believe if I had my econ, that situation would have been different. Because not only would I have had the opportunity to have an attorney, but I would have also had the opportunity to have the know-how to be able to deal with situations like that. So I believe that my econ is the answer to the situation of child support, because I think all of us who've been through that and who are going through it right now, we know that child support is a problem. But none of us have heard the solution to child support, not until now. So I think we really need to take this opportunity, look at this and take this opportunity for what it is, because my econ is the only thing that I've ever heard of, the opportunity. And I think that everybody should take a look at this.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Will. And what he said and what he pointed out is that he did not follow the law. As soon as he got a divorce, somebody needs to get a child support order. He didn't go and file an order against her. He has a child. If he had legal representation, he would have known that somebody needs to file. And remember, this system is set up to destroy you, so you have to be just like a chess game. You got to be 4-5 steps ahead of the system. You got to know what play they about to do, and you need to have an answer to that play that they're about to do. Now, I'd like to bring on someone who from Las Vegas, and this is the first time I want to announce to everyone, he is an executive vice president gold with my econ, and he's building a huge team on the West Coast, and he is very passionate about about child support orders and helping our men survive and thrive when they're under the order. So, Executive Vice President Gold, Antonio Freeman, are you on the line?
Hey, Pam, can you hear me okay?
Fantastic, yes. Welcome, Antonio.
All right. Hey, thank you very much. We are jumping up and down because you are 100% about this this new adjusted movement, and I gotta tell you, Pam, this has to be one of the top calls that we've had, because the point is so pertinent and so important. And I was just listening to the young man who just gave his story, and I want to tell you, my man, I feel you 1,000%. And I know there's many brothers and sisters and brown and blacks that's out there that's experiencing the same thing that we're going through. I have made a new calling. I have been dealing with this myself for quite a while. I've learned quite a bit, been speaking with a lot of top people in different departments, whether it be law, whether it be just relatives or friends or family, or people who have multiple experience in this area, including Pam, who's delivered this wonderful, fantastic call for us this morning. So I definitely want to say once again, thank you very much, Pam, for this call. This has been mind-blowing. I'm sure for other people that's on this call, if they missed it. But guys, I just want to say yes to Antonio Freeman, Cash the Assets, EVP Go. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so here we go. We're going to keep rocking and rolling, guys. We're very excited, extremely passionate about this. So you're going to be seeing a whole new shift in an area that we're going to focus more on here. If you guys want to pre-register and pre-follow me on my YouTube channel, it's My Econ Life on YouTube. You can go ahead and just subscribe to that now. The content in reference to this conversation is not there yet, but that's where it will be placed. So you will get some notifications and some social media bursts out there about that point as I consult with Pam and consult with our My Econ tools that we have part of our membership. And you are 100% correct, young man. If a lot of people had this strategy and this information with My Econ, their lives would be extremely different. And now they have the opportunity to do that. And I'm gonna pass it back to you, Sam. Thank you very much, Pam.
Thank you so much, Antonio. And here we're gonna make this a regular call, a regular webinar, because there's a lot of information that needs to be disseminated, and we need to make it to where you can invite your friends. Say, this is what I heard. This is what I'm learning. These are the tools that I am getting to overcome this child support order, to make it on this call and listen and learn and start doing these tools. So that's something. We have a lot of men in My Econ. It's so interesting that the founders of My Econ, both of them have not experienced divorce. All three of them have not experienced divorce, but still these tools are just fantastic for someone who has experienced divorce and what you're going through and the pain that you're going through. And everything I've seen out there, all they do is concentrate on the emotions. They concentrate on, well, this shouldn't be this way and this shouldn't be that way and we need to end it. No, we're going to show you how to right now and overcome it, just like a chess game. You all are going to be 4 or 5 steps ahead. You're going to be able to $1 million with My Econ, with the tools and the strategies that we teach you. It's going to make it to where you can survive. And that's something that no one has brought to the table, that My Econ has the ability to bring to the table. And I know there are millions of people out there, not just men, also women. How? Hey, second marriages, that's important. The women need to know how to do that in case they marry a man under the child support order, so that they can assist with the strategies that's needed for that family to survive and to thrive. So with that, I'm going to end the call right now. Wait, someone just, Miss Vivian Polkson, thank you. I want to thank you all for being on the call. I really, really appreciate you and look forward to getting messages on when the next call will be, so we can keep this rolling. Thank you very much.